All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Carmen from another one from Romania. That seems to be, they record a lot of songs.
Seems like iPluggers really likes.
Yeah, they like Romania for some reason, which is fine with me. I like Romania too. Nice country.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to hear from my intern, Elisa, if I sound any better. Now she says she lost you guys. Okay.
I don't know. I'm still here.
As far as I know, I'm here too. All right. All systems are a go, it looks like. So who knows? If anybody else out there hears us.
What else did I write for today? Refresh my memory, because I want to, so I know how to carry on the discussion for the evening.
Does it really matter what you wrote?
Yes, it does to me.
Let's see what Elisa says. Now you are back. Okay, I'm back. She didn't hear the song. And how do I sound?
How do you sound?
Well, yeah, she had a problem with me.
Oh, all right.
She didn't hear the song, which makes no sense to me. This is a very strange day.
Well, it always is. But let me see what I wrote.
This is, after...
Honestly, I don't remember. Yeah, I know 50 days and counting. I noticed that a lot of the news networks are not carrying Kellyanne Conway. Only Fox seems to be carrying her.
No, she was on somewhere else today. I don't remember where I saw her though. She was on somewhere.
She was just on Fox now.
Yeah, I know.
What
Okay, let's see what you wrote down. Let's see. What did Dr. Mark write down? Last weekend, a famous or infamous president alleged that former President Obama had Trump Tower in New York
wiretapped.
Wiretaped, you wrote down.
Oh boy. Okay, my first mistake.
Wiretaped. That's fine. To date, he has not released any proof for his allegations. If proven true, this could leave the former president open for criminal charges. No one has heard anything further from President Trump or anyone else in the White House regarding these charges. The FBI is scheduled to review these charges later this week.
By the way,
congressional
hearings are now being held for Assistant Attorney General Rothstein. Also this week, Speaker of the House Ryan released his... That's what I wanted to talk about.
Released his long-awaited replacement for the Affordable Care Act.
Affordable Health Care Act.
Or called the American Health Care Act. Many Republican senators and congressmen are not yet on board with the new plan. For that matter, neither is the AMA. The recurrent question is, where will all the money come to pay for Trumpcare? Should you have any questions that you would like to address to our journalistic panel, they're left for the day, by the way. Call us at 646.
When they heard we were having problems, they left.
595-3275.
We don't pay them for overtime, you know.
Elisa, you haven't answered me. Can you hear me okay?
Well, folks, what do you think of the Affordable Health Care Act, or the American Health Care Act, as
first thing is
by Paul Ryan?
Everybody's worried about how they're going to pay for the American Health Act, right?
Right.
Nobody's worried about where they're going to get the money from for the Obama Health Care Act.
Well, no, that's pretty much, as far as the Republicans are concerned, that's like dead in the water.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
talking
know,
about the Democrats are saying it now. Everybody's saying that. The Democrats.
you know what? You know what? Well, you know what they did say on the news. They did say that for the wall and/or part of this healthcare act, monies are being cut from the Coast Guard. You know, of all places,
Okay, we've
and
got a phone call. Hold it. Area code 407.
it's Ed.
That's Ed. Okay.
Ed, are
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah, man. How you doing?
Okay,
Hey,
how you doing, buddy?
I love you guys, man. You guys are always talking about the main issues, man.
Well, what?
It's like, hey,
Yeah, you gotta. You
well
know,
let's
and you
face it,
know
Ed.
me.
How are you paying for your health care? You know, I mean, really, I know you're paying through the nose, probably.
Well, actually, I
she gets.
just got on healthcare. I haven't been on healthcare for 10 years, but I personally, I don't think the federal government should be involved anyway, anyhow. It should be done at the community level. We should, how we hire our firemen, how we hire our police. We should hire our healthcare people. We should keep it local. We should do all in community. Make sure that you have good doctors and nurses there. Get people that need health care and support it that way. Because when you let it with big business, the insurance companies and big government, you've got so much bureaucracy on it that 90% of the health care goes to funding the big government and the big insurance companies, where it should be left locally at the health department. And when people that are in need, let's take care of them. Just like when somebody's in need, you call the police or you call the fire department.
Well,
But that's my anti-federalist vision on it.
Okay, before we forget, do you hear me okay? Because somebody's complaining that I don't sound like I'm anywhere near. I sound like I'm far away. I guess he doesn't hear me because he didn't answer.
probably.
Hey, Ed?
Are you hearing us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Are you hearing me?
Oh, yeah, no problem hearing you.
But you can't hear me, right?
Okay.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're a little bit distant, but that's the way I see it. It's like we should have co-ops of healthcare.
Well, that's what I was going to
Communities should
talk
get
to you about, Ed,
involved.
because I know where you are down in Florida. It's a big thing to, belong to some medical group where they have a group of doctors where you have a neurologist, a psychiatrist, an internist, an orthopedist, a surgeon, okay? And you pay a flat rate for the year, all right? And that includes all of your visits, barring, an MRI or something like that where it's, expensive. But I mean, anytime you want to go to the doctor, is that basically what you're talking about? A co-op?
Well,
No, no,
I would even go further. I think that our local communities should be running healthcare, not the state, not the federal government, and that we should, like we hire police officers and like we hire fire department people, we should be hiring our healthcare paid people, and we should have different places set up in the community and in the county that take care of everybody. The county should just, and we should do it county-wide. When we grew up, there wasn't insurance. Yeah, I mean that's I to me. I'd rather go back to the old days. When I grew up. Yeah, I'm there. I like the old days when I grew up. We had our family doctor. You there? Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Felix, I can't hear you. I can hear you.
This
Hear
is
me?
not.
Yeah,
Are you there?
You hear me?
For a
Yeah, I'm
while,
here.
it was like dead space.
You hear me better now than before?
Can you hear me now?
I
Yeah,
hear you
I
fine.
hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Can you,
What
do I
we
still
had in the
do,
'60s,
do I
we
still
went and
sound
saw our
fine?
No, let
local
it wait. Let him
doctor,
talk.
and you paid as you went. You know, and it's just like we need more community. We need to keep it at a local level and not get the government and the insurance companies involved.
Yeah. Hey Ed, I'm sorry to bother you. Can you hear me okay? Do I still sound like I'm somewhere else?
I feel like you're a little bit deep, but I can hear you.
This is weird because I just changed headsets. I don't know what's going on.
Is Ed? Let me ask you: is your deductible like outrageous, out of hand?
Well, I'm not even worried about having insurance. I should be able to have a community level again. There was a time when you just went to your doctors, you paid for your doctor, and that was it.
I
It
remember
was so
those
much
days.
easier back then. Yeah, and today now we got to go through big government and for big insurance companies, and it's a mess.
You pay.
And that's why I said we need to bring it back to the community level and get all the bureaucracy out of it.
I remember back in the 40s and 50s. You had and into the early 60s, you had a family doctor, and you
Right.
paid him for every visit. He even made house calls back then.
Exactly.
Well, I'll tell you, Dr. Mark.
What a wonderful, marvelous thing. Health care for the people with the doctors, without any insurance companies, without any government.
Yeah, well,
What a marvelous thing.
Now when I talk to my doctor, she tells me many offices have to hire, and this is, well, of course, she's very much anti-Obamacare because most medical people tend to be. Actually, I found one of my doctors who says it's not a bad thing. I'll get to that in a minute. But most